Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for the month of June 2022. And as I normally do, I'm going to break out this top 10 list by decade. So I'll be looking at the top 10 sales from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. For this month in the 1950s, we have a tale of two players. The top 10 list is made up of cards representing just two different players. I'm sure you can probably imagine what those two players may be. For the 1960s, there's a pretty good range of cards that made the top 10 list with one interesting surprise. And for the 1970s, we have a few cards that have sold with a very low population that sold for quite a good bit of money. So let's get right to it and check out the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for the month of June 2022. Let's start off with the top 10 from the 1950s. Coming in at number 10. At number 10, we have this 1954 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 8. Sold on June 27th for $11,000. This was a best offer. Now, taking a look at this card, as you can see, the serial number on the PSA label begins with 0, so it is an older slab. If you look at the black and white image of Willie Mays on his left shoulder through the bat, it almost looks like there's a crease or a mark, a white mark on the card. It could be on the holder, but I don't know, it just seems to me that there's maybe a little bit more corner wear. The centering's really sharp, the colors are very bright. But I don't know, to me this maybe looks like maybe a bit of an overgrade on an 8, but nonetheless, it sold for $11,000. Coming in at number 9. At number 9, we have this 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card in a PSA 2, sold on June 30th for $12,000. It was a buy it now. Obviously, the card being a PSA 2 does show some wear. There's some discoloration on the card. Looks like there's maybe a bit of a crease on the bat. Registration looks off a little bit, but again, this is Mickey Mantle's rookie card, and it is continues to be a very popular card and garnished a $12,000 buy it now. Coming in at number 8. At number 8, we have the 51 Bowman Willie Mays rookie card. This one is in a PSA 4, sold on June 13th. It was an auction. There were 37 bids. The winning bidder won it for $12,100. Really nice example there. A little off center, top to bottom, but overall, good registry, nice coloring, really sharp looking Willie Mays rookie card. Coming in at number 7. At number 7, we have another Willie Mays. This is his 1952 Topps in a PSA 5. Centering, little off top to bottom, but other than that, a sharp looking card. This one sold on June 29th. It was an auction, 64 bids, and sold for $12,988. Coming in at number 6. At number 6, we have a return of another 51 Bowman Willie Mays rookie card, another PSA 4 example. This one sold on June 18th. It was a buy it now for a penny under $15,000. Another sharp looking Willie Mays. There is a little bit of off centering, but again, it is a PSA 4. But overall, a nice looking example of the Willie Mays rookie card. Coming in at number 5. At number 5, we have, again, another 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card. This one in a PSA 3. Definitely better looking than the previous copy that sold. Again, a little off-centering, but overall, very nice image of Mickey Mantle there. Good registration. Presents very well for a 3. This one sold on June 10th. It was an auction, 50 bids. Winning bidder won it for $15,900. Coming in at number 4. At number 4, we have the 1952 Burke Ross Mickey Mantle. This one in a sharp PSA 7. There is some off-centering left to right, and from the few Burke Ross cards that I have seen, the coloring I think seems to be the standard there for Burke Ross cards. So overall, a nice looking example. Of course, I believe it's the same image that is used in the 51 Bowman rookie card of Mickey Mantle, just a slightly cropped and a closer image on the Bowman card. This one sold on June 8th. It was a best offer, and it sold for $25,500. Coming in at number 3. At number 3, we have the first appearance of the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. This one in a PSA 1, although even though it is a 1 and there is some definite creasing, it still represents fairly well for a PSA 1. If you're one that does not mind some creases in a card, again, this is a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. This one was up for auction, but there was only one bidder, and it sold for $27,000. Coming in at number 2. Number 2 is another 1951 Bowman Willie Mays rookie card. This one in a PSA 6. Centering is really nice. Again, good registration, really good coloring. My guess is a little bit of a corner wear is most likely the reason for the 6. I did not see a picture of the back, so there could be some issues on the back as well that drops it down to a 6, but overall a great looking Willie Mays rookie card. This one sold on June 7th. It was a buy it now, and it sold for $30,000. And coming in at number 1. And finally, the number 1 card. Yes, it's another 52 Topps Mickey Mantle, another PSA 1 copy. Now, as opposed to the other PSA 1, this one does have some creasing, but it doesn't go into his face. At least it doesn't appear to. It's lower, it's down lower near his hands. To me, this one definitely presents a lot better. The centering is almost perfect on it. Really nice example, extremely nice example actually, in my opinion, for a PSA 1. This was an auction, ended on June 5th. 65 bids. The winning bidder got it for $37,589.54. On to the top 10 cards of the 1960s. Coming in at number 10. At number 10, we have the 1965 Topps Mickey Mantle in a really nice PSA 8. Again, not too much wrong with this card. Maybe a little off-centering left to right, slightly top to bottom. Corners look really sharp, good registration, good color. I don't see any noticeable print marks. Very strong copy of the 65 Topps Mickey Mantle. This one sold on June 19th. It was an auction, 89 bids. Final strike price was $4,797. Coming in at number 9. Number 9 is the 1968 Topps Johnny Bench rookie card in a PSA 9. Really nice looking card. Not sure, maybe some slightly off centering to not make it a 10. Corners look really nice, surface looks nice. Overall, great looking Johnny Bench rookie card. This one sold on June 2nd. It was an auction, 7 bids. Winning bidder won it for $4,852. Coming in at number 8. Number 8, we have a sharp looking 1968 Topps Roberto Clemente in a PSA 9. Again, it doesn't look like there is much wrong with that card. There's a slight print dot up in the sky there above his helmet, although I don't know, that may have been enough to not make it a 10. This is an older slab. The serial number starts with a 0. But overall, just a great looking Roberto Clemente card from 1968. This one sold on June 1st. It was an auction, 4 bids. Final price was $5,105.77. Coming in at number 7. Number 7 is the surprise on this top 10 list from the 1960s. We have a 1965 Topps Johnny Keane. Honestly, I had never heard of Johnny Keane. I did not realize that he was a manager for the Yankees back in 1965. This copy here is a PSA 10. Population on this is 1. This was an auction. It ended on June 22nd. There were 24 bids, and I did check just to see whether it, with the sales price of $5,111, if this was maybe, 2 bidders bidding against each other and pushing the price up. But actually there were 12 different bidders that put in a total of 24 bids to get this card. So again, probably a PSA registry set. Collectors were going after this card to get the one and only PSA 10 copy of Johnny Keane. Coming in at number 6. At number 6, typically one that we find on the top 10 list from the 1960s. However, this one is the Nolan Ryan rookie card, the Venezuela, which is a lot tougher to find, and especially in any decent condition. This one is only graded authentic, yet on June 13th, this was a best offer and sold for $5,800. Coming in at number 5. Number 5, we have another Nolan Ryan rookie card. However, this is the base 1968 Topps version. Look at that old PSA slab. Wow, you don't see too many of these pop up anymore. But to be fair, this is a PSA 8 copy, and it does look like a very strong condition card. This one sold on June 2nd, an auction, 18 bids. Final sale price was $6,200. Coming in at number 4. At number 4, we have another Nolan Ryan rookie card, but this is the 3rd different version that popped up this month. This is the O-Pee-Chee version. Now, this was graded a PSA 7, but off-center. You can clearly see this card's off-center left to right. Other than that, corners look sharp. It appears, and it may just be the picture, it appears that maybe the 1968 rookie stars may be a little bit off register, but the image itself of Nolan Ryan looks pretty sharp. This one sold on June 27th. It was a best offer, and it sold for $7,000. Coming in at number 3. At number 3, we have another sharp looking Roberto Clemente card. This is his 1965 Topps in a PSA 9. Again, other than maybe some very slight off centering, it's not a super old slab. but based on the serial number there, it is a somewhat older slab, although I'm not sure how that has to do necessarily with the grade assigned to it. I'm not sure what the back on this one looks like. Bright colors, great image, great looking card of Roberto Clemente. This one sold on June 28th in an auction. 54 bids. The winning bidder won it for $798.98. Coming in at number 2. At number 2, we have the 1968 Topps Mickey Mantle in a PSA 9. Another sharp looking card to make this top 10 list. Boy, maybe a little bit of off center that keeps it from being a PSA 10, but overall a great looking card for the next to last Mickey Mantle card. This one sold on June 1st. It was an auction, 7 bids. Final price was $10,380. And coming in at number 1. And number 1, one of my favorite looking cards. It's the 1969 Topps Johnny Bench, his second year card, the Rookie Cup, the first card of him on a solo card. This is a Gem Mint 10. I forgot to look up the population on this, but I don't believe there are too many PSA 10s out there. This one sold on June 3rd. Best offer, $29,400. On to the top 10 cards of the 1970s. Coming in at number 10. At number 10, I believe this is the first time that I've been doing this list that the 1971 Topps Thurman Munson has made the top 10 list. This is a great looking copy, PSA 7.5. Anytime you get a Munson card, anything higher than a 6, you are looking at a significant amount of money there. Very, very hard to get these 71 Topps cards in really good grade. It's the corners, it's the centering, it's the chipping of the black border, but this one looks like an outstanding copy of Thurman Munson's second year card and one of the most popular cards for vintage baseball cards. This one sold on June 28th. It was buy it now, and it sold for $2,599.99. Coming in at number 9. At number 9, we have, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful Nolan Ryan cards that have ever been made. I just love the colors, the portrait image there, the Angels design on the cap there. Great looking Nolan Ryan card, and this is a PSA 9 copy. I believe 1972 Topps cards are notorious for being off center, so it's really hard to find a well centered copy. This one may be just slightly off left to right, which may bring it down to the PSA 9, but a great looking Nolan Ryan card. This one sold on June 21st. It was an auction, 42 bids, and the winning bidder won it for $2,631.11. Coming in at number 8. At number 8, we have the 1975 Topps Robin Yount rookie card in a PSA 9. Again, these 75 cards sometimes are hard to find well centered. This is a great looking copy of the Robin Yount rookie card. This one sold on June 19th. It was an auction, 26 bids. Final sale price, $2,707.11. Coming in at number 7. At number 7, another very popular Nolan Ryan card. This is his 1973 Topps, another PSA 9 copy. Now, looking a bit closer at the card, it looks like, and again, it could be the slab, but on the left border, the side, it looks like there's either a mark or it could be a little indentation. Again, you can't, it's hard to tell maybe by the picture on the eBay listing, but there does appear to be a little bit of a mark there on the left hand side, but nonetheless it got a PSA 9 grade, sold on June 26th. It was an auction, 31 bids, winning bidder won it for $3,051.99. Coming in at number 6. At number 6 we have a 1979 Topps Willie Wilson, but it is a PSA 10 with only a population of 2. Now again, looking at this card, it could be on the slab, but right on the bottom border there looks to be something wrong with the border. Again, it could be just when they scanned it, there was something on the holder. Can't believe it would be a PSA 10 with some sort of blemish there on the bottom border. With that aside, sharp looking card. This one sold on June 5th. Best offer, $3,100. Again, probably another registry builder looking to add another PSA 10 to their registry set. Wow, $3,100 for a PSA 10 79 Willie Wilson. Coming in at number 5. Number 5, we have the Ozzie Smith rookie card from 1979 Topps, notorious for being off-center. This one is off-center, but I guess just enough to give it a PSA 9 grade. Again, really hard to find, well-centered with sharp corners. No doubt the reason why on June 29th someone accepted a best offer for $3,200. Coming in at number 4. At number 4 we have the 1972 Topps Willie Stargell in a PSA 10. Great looking card, well centered, great color, don't see any print marks on it. This sold on June 19th. It was an auction, 36 bids pushed the price up to $4,055.07. This one has a population of 9. Coming in at number 3. At number 3, we have another Roberto Clemente card show up on the top 10 list. This is his 1972 Topps in action card, PSA 10. Now, to me, it may look a little bit off left to right based on my eye, but I know there is a little bit of give that PSA gives, and it's with it still being able to get that PSA 10 grade. Great looking copy. Obviously, he does not like the call. I guess that came in, probably called a strike there. Interesting in-action image of Roberto Clemente. This one sold on June 20th. It was an auction, 37 bids, ended at $6,000. This one has a population of 14. Coming in at number 2. At number 2, again, another surprise. We've seen this lately in some of the 70s top 10 lists over the last several months. These PSA 10 copies come up for auction or sale on eBay, and those that are really collecting these registry sets has to be that they're looking for the highest grade possible. This is a 1979 Topps Bruce Kisson. Again, PSA 10, 79 Topps. Some of these are really hard to find well centered. This one only has a population of 1. So there's only one PSA 10. This one came up on eBay on June 26th. There was a best offer accepted for $6,100. Wow. And coming in at number 1, and the number 1 card from the 1970s is the 1973 Topps Mike Schmidt rookie card, but this is the O-Pee-Chee version in a sharp looking PSA 9. Probably what gave this a 9 is it does appear to be a little bit off center, left to right. Other than that, very sharp looking Mike Schmidt rookie card. This being an O-Pee-Chee, sold on June 1st. It was an auction, 56 bids. Final sale price, $10,099.11. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for the month of June 2022 from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Definitely some interesting cards that made this month's lists. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, would really appreciate you hitting that like button. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.